we're doing a little logo placing and work in here. So I've got another one of these logos to put on here. So I got my spray and bond. I do like this brand here. Another one cut out over here, so give it a spritz. Try not to get it on your other stuff. And then this is my other base material, which I've already put some heat and bond to it, make it nice and pliable, or nice and firm, not pliable, firm, because I want to cut around this one like I did the other one. So I'm going to put my other one here since I don't have a picture in front of me, so I know how to place this. But I like to use these little tweezers. I've got two different kinds. I've got the kinds I got to hold, and then I've got another set where it's the opposite. When I press down on them, they open. But these are the first ones I grabbed. So I'll try and get our placement right. First piece, as long as we got enough room to cut around it and place the other things, it should be fine. But I like the tweezers because I don't get as much adhesive on my fingers. It's easier to kind of play around and place it. Especially with lettering. Stuff's extra sticky today for some reason though. This stuff's not as bad as the Super 77. I use the Super 77 sometimes. That stuff is like an industrial adhesive and it gets really sticky and gets everywhere. So, okay, so the way we're laying this, I want to line this up. Make sure I got my placement right here. The spray and bond is easier to move stuff around. So if I have to fix a logo or move something, it's way easier to pull up. And looks right. Okay, so we got that. With kanji symbols and Japanese symbols and other foreign language symbols, especially ones like this, I want to make sure I get stuff in the right place so it means what it's supposed to say. This is actually the Devil Akuma symbol, I believe, from Street Fighter, if I remember right. It's for Shane Mercer. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So. But with like these smaller pieces, it's the tweezers, I just feel like make it a lot easier. Boom. Get off. I've got heat and bond to this too. That way when I cut it out, it was nice and firm. Kind of want that up a little bit more, as it should strike like that. There we go. Plus side is I've worked with a lot of Japanese stuff and Japanese symbols, so I can kind of eyeball the layout, and then I want to cut it out just like I did this one for the most part. So I keep the paper on my heat and bond, and then I just follow the path that I'm cutting here. I want these cut the same way, so another way you can do this, I decided to do this kind of as a last minute trim to make it stand out more, but you can make a pattern for the outline also, for the base for it to lay on, and trace it and cut it out like that. But which, if he keeps this design, I may do. That way when I put it on the background, I can just go ahead and cut both pieces out and have it set how I need it and want it. And I don't have to trim around like this. Make sure it's the exact same. And it'll be more even. I can cut these out pretty even. I mean, we're going about a 1/8 of an inch, roughly, like 1/4 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch away. And I still use these giant scissors because the tip of these scissors is just razor sharp. So these Guggenheim scissors are still the best scissors that I've ever bought. Make sure we got our pattern the same. If it's not 100% exact, it's going to be alright. But this one's basically just cutting around the edges of it anyway. I did his name the same way. This gold and purple look really good together, especially since it's the same kind of material. It's this kind of dotted shimmer holographic material. I've used it a lot. I used it on a pair of kick pad covers for him, and it really looked good. Did I go around? Yes, I did. Okay. I was trying to keep this video around 5 minutes, so we're pretty close. But I got Bear in the Big Blue House playing in the background. My daughter was watching that. So now we have two symbols. So we got those. Bam. Came out sharp. This is going to go on red, and this is going to go on black base. So, and then we can just peel our heat and bond off if I can get a hold of it. There you go. Peel our heat and bond off, so we've got our adhesive on the back, and then I'll just put a little spray to this, place it where I need it on the tights, press it down on the heat press so it presses all the layers, and it'll be on there nice and flat, and I can go around all these edges and curves with a nice fine stitch. Same with this one. I already pulled the bond off of that one, so we're good to go. Throw our paper away, and we're going to do this Battleborn logo, and we're going to do another Mercer logo that's going to look like this one. And then we've got, these are good, two demon heads here. These are sublimated on a double brushed polyester. This stuff is great. It doesn't fade out anything. This has been the best sublimation material I've found for athletic wear so far. Trimmed one in silver, one in gold. So get those on there. We're gonna have one of these on each leg and one kanji on each leg, and then the name on the back. So, and then the Battleborn one, I gotta line it up, but it's going on this camo. So that's what we're working on for today, and that is how we place and cut a logo.